Thank you so much, Brian Harris and the New Thought Messengers. Good morning. Happy Mother's Day. Oh, it is so good to be with you this day that love has made. Those of you here in person and those of you online, I am Shannon O'Hurley. I get to be your senior minister, your spiritual leader here. What a blessing and an honor in my life. I'm just so grateful, and I'm so being drawn to all of these children here. It's so wonderful. We have a very special service planned for all of you. So as you settle in, I want to just let you know, those of you who may be joining us for the very first time, if you're new or if you're newish, either here or online, please know that this is a safe, nurturing, spiritual community that is dedicated to inclusivity. We are a progressive, compassionate, inclusive community. We honor all people, all paths to the divine. Everyone is welcome in this place. And not only are you welcome here, but we have mindfully and we have thoughtfully created a place just for you, exactly as you are this moment, in this breath. So with that, let's take a breath together. This is the time where we acknowledge that we are on the ancestral land of the Kalapuya people, and we affirm indigenous history, experiences, and sovereignty. I like to anchor our service each week by sharing together our vision and our mission. So as you are comfortable, if you would like to join us, let's go ahead and put that up here, and let's, together with one voice, our vision. Recognizing our oneness, we envision a world that works for everyone and all creation. And our mission, providing spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. So with that, I would love to be able to share all of you here in person with those of you online. I know you're watching from all over the country and the world. I invite you to turn around and wave to everyone who is watching. We love you, and we know that you are here with us in spirit. So good to be together in community, yes? All right. So with that, I'm going to invite practitioner Shelley up for our opening blessing.
Thank you, Rev Shannon. I'd like to invite you for a moment to rest. To rest in the place in your body that remembers. You can do this by closing your eyes or casting them down. But with this next breath, connecting to that great, grand, and wondrous truth, that thing that we try to describe with faulty words. Because the thing that we are describing is so far beyond even our human comprehension. It goes by many names. It goes by Spirit. It goes by God. It goes by Universe Divine. I know that this love, this Spirit, this truth is everywhere present. It is that which beats our hearts. It is that which looked at this earth and said it needed us. It is grace. It is love. And it is a peace that passes all understanding. And what I know is that it is here. Wherever here is, it is there too. And so in this place of love, in this place of power, in this place of grace and gratitude, I speak a word of blessing on our time together. How very good it is that each person within the sound of my voice has been a sacred yes this day. Yes, I will learn more of love this day. Yes, I will learn tools that will help my life and will help me to be a better servant for love on the planet. Yes. And so for everything that has made this moment possible, for every financial gift, for every gift of service, for every gift of love, for those who are enjoying our children this morning and helping them to acknowledge the truth within them as well. I give thanks for our music, for the beautiful message, for all of this activity of the divine. I'm grateful. We are blessed, and we let it be. Blessed be, and so it is. And so we're going to continue this time of spiritual practice with a beautiful song, this chant. And if you don't know it, you'll know it soon. And I'm going to invite those of you who feel called, those of you who are able, to stand as you're able and join us in this beautiful recognition of the wholeness that you are, that resides in you. Blessed be.
And so it is.
So it is. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Faith. Holy, holy. So this is a very, very holy, holy time in our community. We have a tradition here on Mother's Day that we have a child, teen, and kiddo, if you will, a blessing and christening. And so I've asked Shelley to assist me today with this blessing. And so I'm going to invite Shelley and all of the parents and the kiddos to come on up. Shelley will place you here behind me, and as they are doing that, I am going to put on my stole. As they're getting into place, I want to let you all know this is a very special stole that was made for me by my beloved community in Colorado. And you will notice, come on up, Amelia. Come on, cuties. You will notice on the stole are the symbols for the major faith traditions, the world religions. And this is very intentional because this is who we are. And so when I put my stole on, I want you to know that I am putting on with me, carrying in my heart, the wisdom of the ages that has brought us all here to this time and this place. It's an outward symbol of our inclusivity and our commitment to love as love, as love, as love, as love. Yes? All right. Hello, darlings. Hi. Hello. Why doesn't everybody take 2 steps forward? Let's bring us all into the light, shall we? Even more. Let's come even more. Yeah, that would be so great, Katrina. Thank you, darling. Yeah. Come on up. Come on up. Come on up. Let's get close. Let's get cozy. All right. So, my love, Shelley, are we ready, darling? Okay. No rush. I want everyone to be are y'all comfortable? You know, it's just us. It's just us up here. All right. So, a christening symbolizes the recognition of our oneness with God or Spirit as an outward demonstration of our faith. As we bless these children today, we affirm Spirit, love within them, and together, all of us here and online, we get to witness their light in the world as the light of God.
Khalil Gibran wrote, "Keep me away from the wisdom which does not cry, the philosophy which does not laugh, and the greatness which does not bow before children." The truth is that even though they may be small, children are our greatest teachers, and we have so much to learn from them. Today we will express our love and gratitude for the divine gift that these precious children are to our community.
This, my friends, is a profound honor in the life of every spiritual community, because it takes a village to raise a child. And in the spirit of this, I ask that all of us in this village, the New Thought Center for Spiritual Living, here and online, I invite all of us to open our hearts fully in this moment and anchor this sacred experience in our memories. It will bring us joy, and together over the years, we will get to watch these kiddos grow and flourish in the spirit of the divine itself. And so I will begin with the parents. So, my dear parents, I'm just going to look at you all here. Do you accept that we all come from God, Spirit, and that we are all creative expressions of this same divine love? If so, please say, "I do." Will you teach your child this truth so that they will know their oneness with all people and their unity with Spirit? If so, please say, "I do." Will you live your life so that not only by word, but by example, your child will grow to understand that they are part of the oneness of humanity and the love of God? If so, please say, "I will." And now, We include those of you here in our spiritual community, the New Thought Center for Spiritual Living, both here and online, understanding that as we gather today, participating in this sacred blessing of these children, we too are an important part of their village. And so community members of NTCSL, recognizing the honor it is to witness the christening of these children, I ask all of you, do you accept and know the wholeness and divine essence within each child here? If so, please say, I do. Now, surrounded by all of this love, I will christen, and on behalf of all of us, I will bless these children. Hi, Silas. I anoint and bless Silas Jude Rogers in the name of peace, wholeness, joy, and love now and always, proclaiming that you are forever held in the love and in the light of the Most High, and forever blessed by grace and love itself. And you are too, Willow. Hi, sweet angel. Do you want to? Thank you. Okay. Hi. Can you tell me your name, love? Beatrice. Beatrice, what is your last name?
Moffat Osborne.
Moffat Osborne. All right. So, may I touch your forehead? Is that all right with you? This is just water. It's blessed water. I anoint and bless Beatrice in the name of peace, wholeness, and joy, and love now and always, proclaiming, here you go, sweetheart, that you are forever held in love and in the light of the Most High, forever blessed by the grace and the goodness of love itself. And what is your name?
My name is Patrick.
Patrick, it's so nice to meet you. May I touch your forehead? This is just water. All right. I anoint, and on behalf of everyone here, I bless you, Patrick, in the name of peace and wholeness and love always, proclaiming that you are love itself in shoes, walking this day, and you bless this world. You are forever blessed by the goodness of love itself. Here you go, Patrick. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Okay. Hi, Amelia. Hi, sweet angel. May I touch your forehead?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, love. This is just water. So I anoint and bless Amelia Aurora Espinadelos Monteros Galvin. In the name of peace and wholeness and joy and love, you are a blessing to this world, angel girl. Know that love lives within you and blesses you always. You're welcome. Hi, sweetie. You're Allie? Ollie. Oh, I love that name. Ollie, may I touch your forehead? This is just water. Okay. So I anoint, and on behalf of everyone here, I bless you, Ollie, knowing that love lives at the center of you always, that you are love in those very pretty sandals. You are a blessing and blessed by the grace of love itself, my angel girl. You're Dominic. May I touch your forehead, Dominic? This is just water. Okay. And so on behalf of all of us here, I anoint and I bless you, Dominic Milo Leon, in the name of peace and wholeness and love. You have spirit at the center of you always, always and forever. And in this blessing, what I'm affirming for you in this moment is that you walk with love at the center of you always and as grace itself. Bless you. Let's all take a deep breath. And I'm going to invite all of you here to stand as you are able. Those of you online, I invite you to, just with ease, let's pour forth a blessing together as a community. I ask that you join me in prayer. I celebrate this love and compassion and wisdom of the members of this blessed village. This love that brings so much grace to these sweet families. I affirm these children held in loving light and that their journey is rich and it is filled with much joy. I know that they are enfolded in the love that is illuminated before them with every step of their journey. I bless these big souls with little legs on their spiritual journey, knowing that they are never alone in God, and each one of us recognizes that their lives unfold for the highest good of all. And so in great joy and great gratitude, let us together say, and so it is. Amen. Woo! Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you.
Now, please welcome back to the platform, Katrina Rogers.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care if they call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I've compiled, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care, so call me crazy. Run away to a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you'll bring me along to the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. For the world we're gonna make.
No! Katrina Rogers, thank you so much. Oh, it's such a gift. It's such a gift when you are here and share your talent and your gifts with us. So, I want you all to know that every Mother's Day as I prepare this talk for you, I recognize that it is a day that is filled with lots of various kinds of experiences and energy. I know for some, it's just celebratory, and that's wonderful, but I also know that that's not true for everyone on this day. Mother's Day can bring a lot of emotions to the surface, whether it's because your mother may have transitioned or passed on and you may be missing her today, or you are maybe concerned about her health right now, or perhaps you had a complicated or painful relationship with your mother, or maybe if you long to be a mother and that has not happened for you, or if you gave birth to a child that you do not have a relationship with, this day can be hard. If you are grieving the death of a child, this day can be so hard. And just know that in all of this, you are being held so tenderly. And I just invite you to be gentle with yourself wherever you are in that. So, as I thought about today, what came to me this Mother's Day was that this was a Mother's Day for all of us. For all of us. The earliest meaning of the word mother is actually simply means to care for something, to nurture something. So whatever your gender may be, if you have experienced being a mother or not, we've all taken care of something. We've all nurtured something or someone in our life. We all know what it is to be a source of nourishment for another human being. So this talk is for you. This talk is for all. When we say inclusive, we mean inclusive. Because, some of the most nurturing men I know, some of the most nurturing people I know are men. My dad, Bob Hurley, is here today. Hi, Pops. Nurturing man. Modeled it for all my brothers and my sisters and I. And my mom is here too. Mama Peggy is here. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. So, the caring of things, the nurturing of things make them flourish. And when we nourish something, we can see even more clearly the beauty of it. The nurturing of ourselves, the nurturing of loved ones, the nurturing of our global family, the nurturing of Mother Earth, and the nurturing of our democracy will make it flourish. Are you with me? Nurturing, caring for. This act of nurturing brings great beauty to the human experience. And you know, the universal spiritual principle that is closest to the idea of nurturing that I'm going to talk about today is compassion. They're very similar. They're like cousins, right? Compassion and nurturing. However, nurturing has very specific nuance, and it has within it spiritual tools for all of us. So this word nurture, it means the care and encouragement, the growth or development. Its etymology or root meaning are to feed, protect, and encourage. You know, we need look no further than a preschool classroom or a preschool play yard to see our human instinct to nurture one another. Have you all seen those darling videos of the little toddlers on, running to each other and hugging? Or they've all gone viral. There's a video of one little cutie patootie crying about something, and all the other little 2- and 3-year-olds rush over to hug and love this little one who's hurting. This is our nature. We've just forgotten it. Do you remember Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? Oh. Didn't we just all love Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? Didn't matter how old you were. For those of you who don't know who I'm talking about, please, for the love, Google him. Oh my goodness. Fred Rogers told Pittsburgh Magazine, "When I first saw children's television, I thought it was perfectly horrible. And I thought there was some way of using this fabulous medium to be of nurture to those who would watch and listen." That was a very carefully chosen word, wasn't it? To be of nurture. And that's what I'm talking about today, how we can all be of nurture to ourselves, to one another, and to the world. So there was a man by the name of Devadatta. Devadatta was one of the Buddha's cousins, actually. And he assumed that because he was related to the Buddha, that, at some point he would be leading the monks. However, the Buddha treated his cousin the same as he treated everyone else. And his cousin took that personally, thinking, well, I'm related to him. He should be treating me better. Yeah? And so he got very angry, and then he became gradually wrathful, and he wanted to harm the Buddha. And so one day, as the legend has it, there was an elephant in the village that was prone to anger, and he slipped this elephant a tincture that made it violent. And as the story goes, the Buddha was teaching, and suddenly this elephant was let loose and came running into the village, and all the villagers ran and said, "Run for your life, run for your life." And just as the elephant was approaching the Buddha looked right into the elephant's eyes, and with great calm raised a hand to touch this elephant. And the elephant went to its knees as if to bow humbly, because the power of the loving kindness of the Buddha stilled a mad elephant. This is such a rich metaphor on so many levels. It makes sense to ask the question for us, what part of our life may feel like it is a bit out of control, like there may be some sort of mad elephant in our life in some way? Feeling like perhaps it feels like something is coming at you. It could be an inner critic voice. It could be fear. It could be a habit or an addiction that's no longer serving you. It could be a challenge with a relationship. It could be many things. It could be many things. But whatever that may be in your life, the Buddha reminds us not to run away, but to turn to it with great love, like the Buddha, to face it with love, to nurture that part of your inner landscape that is coming up to be healed. So whatever that is for you, I invite you to turn to it. And you may even ask, what is here for me to know? What is it that is wanting to be healed within me that's showing up like this thing? Yes? A Course in Miracles says that everything is a call for love. Everything. Everything is a call for love. So the question becomes, what is it in your life right now that is calling for love? And you know, just as we do this work, as you know, I like to start from the inside out. Just as we have an opportunity to nurture ourselves, to look inward, to ask, what is it within me that is calling for a greater experience of love? To be gentle with ourselves, to soften our own edges without judgment. Something that requires focus. You know, the opportunity for us is to get clarity about this gently, gently. The great teacher Thich Nhat Hanh said, looking deeply at any one thing, we see the whole cosmos. The one is made of the many. To take care of ourselves, we take care of those around us. And so then taking this a step further, this idea of nurturing, we take care of those around us. So just as we're called to nurture ourselves, we're called to nurture our loved ones. We forget to do that sometimes, don't we? Mom and Dad, I am so sorry for every moment I ever took you for granted. There, I said it publicly. But I am. What a blessing to get to say that to you in this life. We have an opportunity, my friends, we have an opportunity to consciously nurture our relationships. We take them for granted. We don't mean to, but it's part of the human experience. I want to introduce you to Trudy Meyer-Givette and Gail Crozier-Pram. We have a picture, I believe. Yes, here they are, Trudy and Gail. Now you can see in this picture they're having some sort of radio interview, and these two women there are 97 and 98 years old. They were in the graduating class of 1944, high school class of 1944 at South Salem High School in Oregon. Some of you may have heard this story. I was blown away by this. And on June 17th of this year, they will have broken the Guinness Book of World Records for consecutive class reunions. Isn't that fabulous? I just want to meet them. So they will be celebrating their 79th high school reunion. 79 years. When I heard that, I was like, wait, did I hear that right? Wait. I actually had to look it up. It's true. It's true. But here's the thing I love the most about the story, and here's where the lesson is. At least it was for me. It was at their 75th high school reunion, when they were a mere 93 and 94 years old, that they decided as a group that it would be a wonderful idea to nurture each other during this time in their lives. And so now, instead of meeting every 5 years or every 10 years, they meet every single year. And we have a photograph of their 75th high school reunion. Look at them! 75th. And they're now looking forward to their 79th. In this interview, they talked about how important it was for them to get together to share their stories and their memories. It was this sense of community that has brought joy into their lives. Human connection contributes to our longevity. We know this. Science has proven this. For example, one meta-analysis found that people with healthy and supportive relationships live longer, and that these effects of community are surprisingly strong. Over the course of studies averaging 7 years, research participants with a larger and meaningful social network were about 45% likely to live considerably longer than their counterparts. So what this teaches me is that in a community like ours, a community of kindred spirits, a community of like-minded folks, all on this path together here at the New Thought Center for Spiritual Living, we contribute to each other's longevity. We're literally helping each other live longer. How cool is that? What a blessing. What a blessing. Because this is a community that nurtures each other, supports each other, uplifts one another. And you know, this idea of community, it's an opportunity for us to lean into, to look at the relationships in our lives right now that may be calling for more nurturing. What relationship in your personal life, in your sphere, right, in your circle, may be calling for more love? It could be with your partner or your spouse or a parent or a sibling or your mom on Mother's Day or a coworker or a friend or perhaps a friend you want to get closer to. How could you nurture that relationship this week? I invite you to think about that because it takes, as I spoke about last week, grace. It's love in action. It's a decision to nurture a relationship, to grow a relationship. So I invite you into that also this week. So nurturing ourselves, nurturing our relationships. But how can we then take this energy and this commitment out into the world even further? You know, Mother's Day, this Mother's Day, I don't know about you, but it's hard to not hear about the crisis that is happening with the migrants and refugees at our borders. And I thought about the mothers, the nurturers, carrying their babies on their backs. The average migrant and refugee walks over 2,000 miles. It takes 3 months. And this is all over the globe. It's not just here, it's all over the globe, right? And so recognizing this, you know, I heard a report on NPR that there are more babies and children under the age of 10 at our borders than ever before. And thinking about this, I thought, you know, there is such an opportunity here to nurture them in whatever way we can. 600 years after the Buddha walked the earth, another profound master of nurturing, Jesus of Nazareth, was teaching his disciples, and he said, "For I was hungry and you gave me food. I was thirsty and you gave me drink. I was a stranger and you welcomed me. I was a stranger and you welcomed me." In some other translations, it's "I was a stranger and you invited me in." The part of this story that I love the most, though, this teaching, is when his disciples then, and he says it's a long passage, those are just some of the lines, and then his disciples say, but Jesus, when did we see you hungry and feed you? Or thirsty and give you a drink, or stranger and invite you in? And it goes on like that. And then Jesus replies, and this is just one of my favorite moments in all of his teachings. He says, "Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least, meaning the most vulnerable of my brothers and sisters, you did for me." Whatever you did for the least of my brothers and sisters, you did for me. In our New Thought teaching, we understand that we are all deeply and profoundly, energetically woven together. And this connection is the divinity that we share, every single one of us. We share this same divinity. We are here to wake up to this truth, to learn to love more. And you may be sitting there thinking, well, yes, I agree with everything you're saying, Shannon. I got it. But what can I do about the crisis at the border? What can I do about it? I have some suggestions. Surprise. First, number one, and all of these fall under the umbrella of nurturing. Number one, we always, like in every class we teach, in every meeting we have, in every service, we pray first. We pray first, but that is not all we do. You're with me? We pray first. So when you see this on the news or you hear about it, I'm going to invite you to strongly understand that this is a prayer request just for you. And you have an opportunity to stop, whatever, just to take a breath, and on the breath, send love. On the breath, bless them. Whatever way feels comfortable for you, on the breath, surround them in loving light. Whatever that is for you, that is something that you can do, recognizing that the love that is right here is the very same love that is there. We have an opportunity to amplify it energetically through prayer. Number two, give what you can. Give what you can. Here at the New Thought Center for Spiritual Living, a percentage of everything you give goes to very well-vetted organizations that are living our values out into the world. So you know that when you give here, we are contributing. And speaking of that, I sent an email to our beloved Reverend Sally, who heads up our circulation, our giving team. And I asked her if she would please, this next month, be sure that we give to an organization called Save the Children. Have you heard of this organization? They've been around for over 100 years. They are extraordinary. They are non-governmental. They are working on both sides of the border, working to support families who are fleeing violent regimes with humanitarian aid. They are extraordinary, and we're going to be giving to them. So that's one way. You can also Google, where can I give? How can I give? They're doing God's work, Spirit's work, and we have an opportunity to uplift in that way. And then the third thing is that this very week, this Mother's Day week, we are having on the 17th in the evening our next global collective. It's spiritual activism. We're having that meeting. It's a Zoom meeting. And so right now, just so y'all know, we have 78 people in that database, 78 people who have signed up and said, I want to participate in this. And I think that we could have 78 more, and then 78 more after that. Annette Nelson, who heads up that team, is going to be focusing that meeting on this crisis at the border and what we can do as people of love, people of faith, people of spirit, how we can support in the communities that we live in. So I invite you to go to our website. You can go to the spiritual activism tab, click on that. It'll give you all the information. And stay tuned here as well. I'll be announcing all of our different projects that we'll be doing. So this week, I invite you to first look inward. Always start with where you are. What within me is calling for nurturing? What within me is calling for more love in my life? Secondly, look right outside. What relationship in my life is calling for greater connection, greater love, perhaps forgiveness, or just greater connection? And third, How can I nurture the hurting people around me, the hurting people in this world? What can I do? Whether it's at the border or any other situation, there are many. So are you with me? We're going to nurture this week. Last week I talked about gracing. This week it's nurturing. All right, so I'm going to invite the practitioners forward to anchor this time in prayer with me. I invite you to take a deep breath in, close your eyes if you're comfortable. You can certainly gaze downward. What a blessing it is to recognize this one divine love that is called by so many names: God, Spirit, Allah, consciousness, the I Am, universe. How good it is to know that this love is everywhere present. It is in, through, and as all things. This love, this Spirit is at the center of every being. It is the most true thing about us. This outermost God or Spirit and the innermost God or Spirit is one loving, 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 loving God. And so it is from this place of oneness that on behalf of each of us, I bless the children of this world. I bless their journey. I'm so grateful for their light, for the million dreams that they have and that they bring. And in this moment, I bless any place that is experiencing pain or violence or hurt or harm, on the border and all over, any place that is calling for love. In this moment, every one of us here and those online, we send together love. We affirm this love that is Spirit, that is God, blessing each being. And in this blessing, we also bless our family and our friends, our loved ones, knowing that this same love surrounds them and comforts them. And if there is anything in our life, if there is any mad elephant that is calling to be quieted, I affirm the strength for each of us to do that. And so it is from this place of grace that I bless all people everywhere, people who gather in churches and mosques and ashrams and synagogues and temples and circles and planning meetings and prayer vigils and hikes and yoga mats, recognizing this divine is everywhere, everywhere, as us, through us, and in this beloved spiritual community that nurtures us, that heals us, that brings us an even greater experience of wholeness and love. I'm so grateful for this truth. I'm so grateful for all of this. And so it is from this place of grace and gratitude and blessing that I allow it to be. And so it is. Blessed be. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Reverend Shannon, thank you so much for that beautiful message. This week we will be nurturing. I was thinking about how grateful I am that we have a community where children can be raised to know the truth of who they are, of the love and the light that is their inherent nature, and that they get to live that freely here. Not just for my children, because they're our children, and I'm so grateful for that. If you too are grateful for this, what this teaching means to you, this community of love, of safety that you can enter into, I'd like to invite you to join me in contributing financially and making sure that this message is here for next year's children too, and the year after that, and for us, that we get to walk into this place of grace again and again. So thank you for your contribution that helps to sustain this community. Whatever is yours to give today, there are many ways that you can give. We have our beautiful ushers with their baskets. There are many ways on our website, newthoughtcsl.org, or you can text to give at 503-966-3236. So let's speak a word of blessing on our gift this day. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is. Blessed be. Thank you so much. Katrina Rogers.
I hope you never lose your sense of wonder. You get your fill to eat, but always keep that hunger. May you never take one single breath for granted. God forbid love ever leave you empty-handed. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the chance to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you never fear those mountains in the distance. Never settle for the path of least resistance. Living might mean taking chances, but they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some hell-bent heart leave you bitter. When you come close to selling out, reconsider. Give the heavens above more than just a passing glance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance.
Time is a wheel in constant motion.
I hope you dance. I hope you dance.
Once you look back on where you've been,
I hope you dance. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance.
Once you look back on where you've been,
I hope you dance. I hope you dance.
There's nothing quite like watching someone who I've known since she was 8 years old sing that song while her mother holds her baby. Thank you Katrina Elliott, for your grace and your gift and your wisdom this day. All right, I have a few quick announcements for y'all. For those of y'all who are here in our local community, this Saturday, May 20th, is our grounds cleanup work party from 10 to 2, rain or shine. It's going to be a gorgeous day. Please consider coming for an hour or more and help give our beautiful campus some love. Bring your work gloves and your favorite gardening tools, and pizza and salad will be served for lunch. Please make sure you sign up on our website or at the information table so we know how many to prepare for. On Sunday, May 28th, our beloved Reverend Dr. Sally Rudis will facilitate a Memorial Day remembrance ceremony. This too is for those of you here in our local community, because Memorial Day can bring up memories of loved ones who have passed on and made their transition. So in an informal and nurturing setting, you will be giving an opportunity to remember your loved one in a healing ceremony of release and closure. Thank you for that, Dr. Sally. So 10:30 to 1:15 here in the fireside room. You don't need to sign up. Just come and a love offering will be appreciated. You, all of us, this is for our online community as well. You're invited to join us as we celebrate the life of Reverend Noel McGinnis. This is going to be on Saturday, May 27th at 2 p.m. West Coast time here at NTCSL, and the service will be live streamed. And finally, if you ordered plants from the Teen Spring Plant Sale, they may be picked up today in the teen room in the courtyard, which is right down that hall and out the doors. Reverend Shannon.
I love, Shelley, how you shared that about Katrina. And I have to say, christening Shane's little one, I remember when you were little, love. Yeah, it's a rich and beautiful intergenerational community we have here. I want to thank all of you who are here in person and those of you watching us online. We have beloveds joining us from Florida, Nevada, Colorado, California, Washington, Oregon, Germany, and more places. Thank you for being here with us. I'm going to invite the practitioners to begin making their way down to the front. Know that there is prayer available for you after service. All you have to do is come up to one of these beloved practitioners. Let them know what's on your heart, and they will do the rest. They will pray for you. And for those of you online, all the information is in the chat box. We have practitioners available to pray with you as well. So I invite you to stand as you are able, and Shelley, come on down for our final blessing. And do remember, if you are so inspired, to check out our Global Collective meeting this Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific. I will be there, and I'll be so grateful. Roll up our sleeves together, nurture together. So with that, may you go in the light, as the light, and with the light, until we meet again. May the longtime sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide you on your way. You are so loved. Mwah.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.